Hello, good evening, and welcome to a very special tea room on a Thursday night, Wednesday night. How are you doing, everybody? So, as you know, I'm into watches and I'm into military stuff and I'm into space stuff. I've got a moon watch. I've got an X-33 Gen 2, which is the current tool watch that's issued by NASA. So, this mission is a pretty big thing if you're interested in space flight. They're going literally round the moon, furthest they've ever been. So I just thought I'd stream it from the Launchpad website. There's loads of websites out there doing it, but I just thought I'd watch it and come and stream it at the same time. So I hope you're all good. They've gone past the 2 hour window, but I am not so sure. You know, they may end up scrubbing it. Hopefully, they won't scrub it. Hopefully, it'll be all right. Just let me know, people, whether you can actually, if you can hear can you hear the stream from the launch pad? Can you just everyone confirm that you can hear it? I'm sharing it as well, but I'm not so sure. I'm watching it on the telly at the moment with the sound down. But I can't actually hear the stream through here. So please, Chili, can you confirm to me? Can you hear the stream? The Launchpad stream. Let's just have a look. Have I muted it? Oh, I've muted it. Hang on a minute, guys. Sorry. Yeah.
Any major issues?
There we go. Here we go.
For this launch to occur.
There you are. I should be able to hear now. Sorry.
Just 1 hour and 14 minutes. As we wait here, I mean the conditions here are starting to get ecstatic here. They might have fixed. It looks like they fixed all the issues. Literally, the range is green, which is incredible. And let's see if they have anything to add on to that.
They asked for.
Thanks, Shelley. Sorry, my fault completely. Yeah.
Work to be done by one of the FTS engineers here in the firing room. He went out to the VAB to get some legacy hardware to help out with it. But in the end, this is a fix that the range had come up with.
So watch is the female's got an X-33 Gen 2, and the others were have Breitling B02 cosmonauts. Platinum and metal, 10 grand worth each. Yeah. But they'll probably be given speedy 386 ones, I'd imagine. But whether they have to contractually use them, I don't know.
So again, the range is
hi, Stephen. Good to see you. If you look at the countdown clock in the top right of the stream, it is 19 minutes 25 seconds. Less than 20 minutes to go to the actual launch.
The city neighboring the Kennedy Space Center. Those showers had passed over Kennedy.
But apparently, if it gets scrubbed, and it'll be 2 days, because apparently, it's a question I was asking my mate the other day. He didn't know. They've got to dump all the fuel out and refuel it again. They can't have it sitting there with the fuel in, apparently. It's got to scrub. Think how much fuel that's costing. It's bonkers.
Breaking through onto the launch pad, as you can see.
Yes, of course I will. Thanks, Sausage. I'll do that. Of course I will.
To the west, we're starting to see some of that clearing.
I'll put me down as well a bit as well.
And so the launch weather officer held his forecast for 80% go for flight during our launch window tonight, which, as a reminder, is 6:24 p.m. Eastern time until 8:24 p.m. Eastern time.
There's a 2 hour window. Could be a late one. There is literally a 2 hour window. So
all right, with
24,
that, we have
20 minutes.
Confirmation that things are starting to look good here.
2 hours then. 2 hour window.
We are feeling the energy here as those clouds seem to have moved away. It is nearly completely clear and cloudless over that SLS rocket. I'm going to bring in that weather cam. As you can see, this wide angle shows the clock in the lower right hand. It's going to be a little bit tight, and you can see the SLS in the corner. The range is clear, and I repeat, the range is clear. This is super important right now. We're getting close here at just 1 hour. We're 70 minutes away from launching humans back to the moon here, and that clock is continuing to tick. There does not appear to be any issues here, and the time is going. In just around 70 minutes from now, considering no other issues, we will be heading back.
I have the
to
darlings
moon.
with me, as you can see there.
Now, as we click down, I want
That's
to keep
the
on
usual
showing
spot
this.
that
If
he is
possible.
in when
the
I'm
hatch
sitting here.
is closed. We're going to put that up right here.
And as
and
Daryl
that-
said, you can start to
Rum,
see the
there
sun
you go.
poking out here.
They
and you
have
can see
closed
that
the
all
hatch.
the clouds are moving north and moving away from us. So it's all good news.
And so, as we know, we have our Leah
Mr.
Martin down there at
Spoon
the
in the
Banana Creek
cockpit.
viewing location, and she's standing
Who's
by
Who's
with some other
Mr.
guests.
Spoon's sausage?
So as you guys just heard there, they are in the process of closing that hatch right now. With that hatch being closed, they're gonna the pad crews
Ryan,
are
Sam
going
tested.
to
Good
evacuate
evening,
from the
sir.
launch
How
site,
are you doing?
and
Good to
they're
see
going
ya.
to prepare for that launch. As you can see, we still have that live view on our screen of the SOS
ASMR
rocket
Trap House,
as
get the
it
chubby on.
continues
Nice one.
on.
Nice one. Good for sharing. Button
We'll see
Moon,
if we
obviously.
can get some audio from them once
Of course,
it gets
yeah,
cleared.
sorry.
Unfortunately, we have a little bit issues getting that in, but we are working it. We do have microphones set out here in the field to capture stereo audio of that launch when it goes off to try to really capture the power of those RS-25 engines as we get closer to that mark. As you can see, the hatch is closed.
I hope we do get some good watch shots later when they're in orbit and
This
they'll be out of
is a
spacesuits.
huge deal as
Hopefully
they
we'll get
latch it
get a
up.
few
Those
good
teams
watch
will
shots. I
start
want to see whether
move
they're going to
back
be
from the
wearing
rocket,
all
which is on the
X-32s,
pad
which have been
right now,
issued,
and we expect them
or whether
to
she's going to keep on with
leave
that and
in
they're all going to
not
wear
too
their
long.
the
They will evacuate
B-02s.
in what I like to call the ice
They
cream
aren't
truck.
tool watches.
And
So
with
they'll
that,
all have
the
X-32
teams are
Gen 2s.
almost the crew is on their own, along with mission control, guiding them through
Great watch.
that terminal count, which is getting surprisingly close at this point in time. Again, we have about 1 hour left to launch. If there are any remaining questions, we have still an hour
1
to kill.
hour
Once
left
we
to
get close
launch.
to
What's
2 that
going
launch
on? I
window,
think that
we're
says
going to take a quick break and transition into launch mode. That means our tracking setup right we have here is going to be activated for launch. As you can already see, we have some pretty crisp and good views
I'm
here for you guys
confused here,
today.
guys.
And
Just
once
bear
we
with
get
us
that
a
point,
second.
those are going to be activated.
Are we not
for
live,
launch
actually?
mode. All of our
Sorry.
cameras, which we have right
We may
here,
not be.
are going.
They're in very small print. That's
There
important
we go.
because there's
I'll have to
basically
refresh it.
16 minutes
There
inside
we go.
this window.
Sorry, there we
that they
go. Now we
cannot
are
launch, and
fifthly.
these are because
Top right
of
corner. 15 minutes to
small things
launch.
flying in orbit. There's a lot more things in orbit
There we
than
go.
there
15
were
minutes to launch,
back in
guys.
Artemis 1 when we had 35 to 40 cutouts. For that reason, because of these 156 cutouts, they're going to be managing the launch window as we go forward. So they may have to wait out one of these cutouts. They range in time between 2 seconds to 23 seconds, but you'll hear the NASA test director talk through that. We're getting ready to merge that loop from NASA test director Jeff Spaulding. And so now I'm listening to the launch team get ready to merge their operational channel.
Exciting, guys. 13 minutes 50 to go. There you go. Helps when you refresh the page. Yeah. 50. Yeah. 13 minutes to go, mate. 13 minutes 40.
We're now entering one of the most consequential phases of launch day, and that's terminal count, the final 10 minutes.
And OTC, NTD on 212 for comm check.
Good, help me.
I hear the same. STC?
Two.
TTC?
TTC is on 212.
All right, copy that.
NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding confirming communications with his team.
At least the orange-faced balloon hasn't fucking cancelled the program because he
There will
doesn't
be
believe
two
in it.
polls that we'll hear. One from Spaulding the NASA test director, confirming the ground systems and the launch team are ready to proceed. At this point, we have a clear board, no constraints, but we need confirmation from each individual on the NASA test director team. So we'll hear him poll his team. The other poll that we're waiting for is the poll from launch director Charlie Blackwell Thompson, who will take that final status from NASA management before giving the go to come out of a hold. And you're seeing the clock count down at L minus 12 minutes.
CCL, OTC, Orion, RS1.
CCL.
Yes, sir. Reconfigure ARS primary loop ISO valves.
Hope that's better for everyone,
that
view-wise.
And CDR, OTC, Orion, RS1.
Go.
ARS loop ISO valves are being closed at this time.
Integrity copies. NGDLP.
Nice one, Chill. Sorry, man.
Yes, I had a discussion with Sea Ice and with MER Manager regarding the observation the Sea Ice had a few minutes ago. They were able to confirm with BCI photos that the condition that they observed has been there since 2025. MER Manager has had a chance to review the findings, and they do not have any constraints from either a Sea Ice or MER Manager perspective.
I'd like to be in Florida on 2027 for Artemis 3.
Director, NTD, you copy?
The big launch, the one
Yes,
onto the
sir.
moon.
I
I'd like
copy.
to be here
That's good news.
and go live from here.
OTC CCL 212.
Oh, yes.
ARS primary loop isolation valve configuration is complete.
Copy.
You see, the orange balloon will want to turn around and say, I put them on the moon. I allowed them to do it.
Pending, please.
TLS copies, and that's complete.
All right, and for all personnel, we got a little bit more work to do before we pick up the clock, and we're about a little over a minute from getting to T-minus 10 minutes, but we've canceled the resume time there, and then we'll pick it up after we get through all of our work and anything else that we need to do to get through the remainder of counts. So we'll continue working that to get to our T0 today. So when we get to about 50 seconds from now, we'll extend that hold.
CVSE OTC. CVSE 400 290. Looking to verify that we are configured for ascent. Yep, give me about 2 more minutes. I'm going to start CMA2 streaming. Copy.
NTD, COSE, hold requested.
Copy that.
I have an LCC violation of O-CT-004, S-band transponder anomaly. This was a transient LCC violation, so transponder 1 had a demodulated SNR estimate that went down to 2 dBm when it should have been between 10 and 13. It is now back up to 12, but we did lose that for just a moment. It does not appear that we lost our bit sync or carrier lock.
Not lost bit sync or carrier lock, that's good.
With the vehicle.
So
at this point, recommendation would still be go. However, we do have a
Rocket Man, that's correct, yes.
We want to look at that, but again, this is transient, so we're back in a nominal range.
All right, let's see, LPE NTD.
Yeah, we're not seeing that hit. So I guess the question for COSE, was that less than 3 samples? Is that below our persistence?
Stand by, let me look. It did look like it did persist for several seconds on mine, but let me take a look at the number of samples.
Could I get a repeat on the affected LCC, please?
Yes, ma'am, that's going to be O-CT-004.
Thank you.
I've got the volume up on the telly now a bit, so my big fucking telly's going to have the noise when it takes off. That's what I want. I want to be listening to it in my headphones.
Yeah, I was taking a look at the data right here. It looks like that was a single sample.
Yeah, copy that. RFTS does report that they also lost lock for about 5 seconds. So I would love to ask KUS and see if they also lost lock with the vehicle for any extended amount of period.
All right, bit of a delay.
And COSE, while we're doing that, these are 1/10 hertz measurements, correct? So we would have had to lose it for over 10 seconds to get a second sample.
Yes, sir, that's correct. It is 1/10 hertz.
Yeah, so from our perspective, the allowance is effectively up to 30 seconds, up to 3 samples based on the 1/10 hertz. This is not an LCC violation, I believe.
Yes, sir, I would agree with that at this point. Copy that.
We're checking with KUS on 232. I don't think they have 212 access. We're trying to verify, but.
There's a hold on 10 minutes, guys. They put a slight hold on it for some reason.
As well.
I don't know why, but they put a bit of a hold on it.
Okay. And I guess for both KUS and COSE, do we have lock now?
That's affirmed. We do have lock for COSE.
I'm just going to refresh the page a minute, guys, just to make sure that is actually the live one, because it looks slightly different time in StreamYard than on my telly. I've just refreshed it quickly just to make sure. I'll get rid of all this other bollocks. I want to make sure we're absolutely live.
Are we in a go configuration per your LCC?
Yeah, we're 100% live on there now.
Right. LP, you concur with that?
Yes, sir. LP concurs go.
And launch director?
Yes, sir. Launch director concurs go.
It's go, guys.
I'm going to go ahead and just.
Launch director has confirmed go.
Verify everybody has everything else complete, launch director, and if we do, we'll be ready to pick up the poll at that time, unless there's something else that you're aware of.
No. Yes, sir. Let's verify all our work is complete, and I would like one last check of our constraints list.
All right, let's see. OTC, are you still waiting for com config, or are you?
That is affirmed, sir.
Okay, yeah, you only open item?
Yeah, OTC, this is CVSC. That 400 step 290 is complete. Copy.
If everything's okay on the dark side of the moon, play the 5 tones.
Right, copy that. STC?
There's only certain people of a certain age will know what that means.
GTC is complete.
I think Chile will know what that means.
And LPE, just want to verify we have no open constraints at this time.
No open constraints. We have a clear board, sir.
Okay, tracking the same here. And launch director, with that, we are clear and ready to pick up the launch readiness poll with your go.
All right, sir. I am go for the poll.
All right. And for all personnel, this is the NTD conducting the Artemis 2 launch readiness check. Verify ready to resume count and go for launch. OTC.
OTC is go.
STC.
STC is go.
GTC.
C's go.
MCO.
CO's go.
Correct, Chile. There's no dark side of the moon. Yes, that is correct.
LPE's go.
RTD.
RTD's go.
Houston flight.
Houston flight is go.
Rock.
Tickets is go.
And CDR.
Cruise go.
Copy that. Thank you, Reed. And launch director NTD, our launch team is ready to proceed at this time.
All right, NTD, I copy all. At this time, I'll perform my poll. Attention on the net. This is the launch director performing the final poll for launch. Verify no constraints and go for launch. EGS, Program Chief Engineer.
Artemis Chief Engineers are go.
Copy, thank you. EGS, Chief Safety Officer.
The Artemis CSOs are go.
Copy, thank you. Range weather.
Launch weather is go.
I would, Sarge. Let's go to the moon. Yes, I would.
Artemis, MMT Chair.
Not because Reggie Reddy can come with me. Ronnie and Reggie.
Thank you, John. And Integrity Launch Director.
Good to hear your voice, Charlie. PLT. Thank you, Charlie. This is Victor. We are going for our families. MS1.
This is Christina. We are going for our teammates.
MS2.
Get a stiffy, guys.
This is Jeremy. We are going for all humanity.
Fucking hell.
All right, Charlie, your Artemis 2 crew is go for launch. Full send.
I copy that. Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy. On this historic mission,
Hang on,
you take with you the heart of this Artemis team, the daring spirit of the American people and our partners across the globe, and the hopes and dreams of a new generation. Good luck. Godspeed, Artemis 2. Let's go. And into the launch director.
Go ahead, Launch Director.
Yes, sir. You have a go to proceed with countdown.
Fuck.
Copy that. I'll put it in work.
Wow, we're going out. Okay.
All right, we are just
Trap
waiting in
House.
here as
I'd
the
take
clock
two with
is
me.
supposed to resume here in
The
the next few
X-33
seconds. On your screen is a
on the
live view of
watch.
that clock
And of
without
course,
the NASA
on the
display.
moon, it have to be
We are
the
waiting here patiently. We have
1861
received
moon
the
watch.
go for flight. There are
That's
no
what I'd
constraints
wear
at this
on
point
the
in
moon.
time,
The
and we are waiting
1861.
for the clock to resume. We are standing by to hear confirmation and see a visual of that occurrence in just a few seconds from now.
Cat shit, call it off too many faults. No faults, mate. We're going in a minute, I think.
This last bit of work.
SNA arm rotation enabled complete.
We're going to start that clock.
Copy that. Thank you.
That clock is going to be started in a moment.
And at this point in time, the crew has locked their visors. They are nearly ready for that launch now.
Fucking hell, man.
You heard an issue.
Yeah, they're going.
working
This
real
Bob,
time
they are
with
going, mate.
Telemetry lock on the Orion. It was transitory. It was very short. They
Let's
checked
do
the
a
data,
poll. Which one of them's going to?
confirmed that
Which
they
one of
had a
the
good
4
lock.
crew
This was with the S-band
is going to
transmitter
let go a
on the
chocolate
Orion.
hostage? I say it's one of the ones that's
Worked through that
actually the
issue,
one who's never been in
looked at the
space
data,
before.
and cleared it.
One of them has never been in space.
All with the world watching. Impressive work by the launch team.
Hello
So we
to
have
the
a
10
2-hour
watchers.
window,
Thank you for joining me in this
which starts in just a few
historic
minutes at
thing
6:24
that's
p.m.
going
Eastern
on.
time and goes until
For the love of
8:24
space
p.m. Eastern
watches.
time.
And ECL NTD will be waiting for your verification on the short purge.
ECL copies.
And
Do
for all
like the
personnel, once we
Breitling
get that short purge
B02
verification,
cosmonaut.
we'll
It's a
verify
fucking
that we are
beautiful
clear to
watch.
go, and
Do
then we'll
like that.
proceed with the terminal count.
I haven't put my speedy on because I've seen no proof they are wearing the speedy yet. None of them are wearing the speedy. The lady, the female Christina, she's got the X-33 Gen 2, and the gentleman
ECL
wearing
estimate.
cosmonaut
About a minute.
B2 Breitlings.
Copy.
But rumored the 3861s are going up with them because they are the official watch. Obviously, if they've got to go outside, they're going to have to wear either the Speedy
So
or the
going into the launch
Cosmonaut because
window,
they don't cope very well outside.
but not by
Totally.
much, it looks like.
Except there are proof that people have worn them and have survived.
Just wrapping up some final work. And once that's completed, you'll hear NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding ask for the ground launch sequencer operator to go ahead and start the clock.
Oh, Trap House.
The ground launch sequencer is an application software. It runs on top of the launch control system in the
Oh,
firing room.
Space Dust. I
Actually,
remember
a
that
conductor
stuff.
of an orchestra.
Yeah, only people of our
hundreds
age,
of
Shelley, can
commands
remember
in
Space
precise
Dust.
order and timing.
Yeah, I remember that shit at school. Just go out and buy it
It's
at
all
lunchtime.
autonomous.
Entity CCL 212.
Space
Short purge
Dust.
initiation is verified.
All right,
Wow.
copy that. And we're verifying our constraints.
As you can see, the little cherubs are so excited about this.
And clock is rolling. We are getting ready here for that launch. We have some preparations here. Zach wanted to jump on and say a last.
All right, and we're clear from cutouts. And with that, we're going to resume the clock momentarily.
And the clock is rolling.
GLS, you can resume the clock on your mark.
GLS copies.
Cut the clock.
3, 2, 1, mark. GLS mainline has been initiated.
T-minus 10 minutes and counting.
And here we go.
And if you're just joining us, welcome here to NASA Kennedy Space Center, where we are counting down now 9 minutes, 13 seconds, and counting to launch of Artemis 2. And we want to take a very, very quick moment while Magnus runs around getting us ready for final launch sequence. And I want to take you a moment, wherever you are in this world, to pause. This is more than a launch. This is more than human history. Tonight, we stand on the edge of something bigger than ourselves. Tonight, humanity once again reaches beyond our home planet. As we prepare to once again leave Earth, we also remember those who came before us. We honor the crews of Apollo 1, Challenger, and Columbia, who gave their lives in the pursuit of discovery, exploration, and adventure. Their courage and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Throughout history of space exploration, pivotal moments have been marked by faith, reflection, and humility, from quiet prayers and mission control to deeply personal acts of worship beyond Earth, including private communion on the lunar surface. These moments of reflection remind astronauts, engineers, and all of us that no matter of how far we travel, there is something greater than ourselves. No matter where you're watching from tonight, no matter your background, your culture, or your belief, I invite you to take a moment here and pause as we're in terminal count. Whether you pray to a God, speak to a creator, reflect in silence, meditate, or hold a moment in your own way, this moment is for you to mark this moment in history. For those who would like to join in a prayer, I'll offer a very quick, short Christian
Cat shit, they don't fuck about. Yeah, because you think about it, how much could go wrong. It's like, apparently they've had
Heavenly Father,
hundreds
we come before
of
you
like
tonight with humility and awe, standing once
tests for
again at the edge of our
everything
planet
that could
Earth,
go wrong. Every
reminded of how
stage of
small we
something,
are and how vast your creation
tested it,
is.
tested it, and
Humanity
tested it
reaches
to
beyond our
see,
planet. Once again, we ask for your
sort things
protection and
out.
your
You know what I
guidance over
mean?
this Artemis 2 mission.
Apparently, if
We lift up
there's a
Reed, Victor,
problem,
Christina, and Jeremy. Grant them
these
safety,
guys have got
clarity,
a bunker
strength,
to
and
go
peace
to
in every moment
to
of
get
this
out
mission
and do it in
as
case
they
there's a
journey
problem.
beyond your beautiful creation.
You don't know where
Earth.
that fucker's going to
Surround them with your
drop and
protection
where
and
he's
bring
going to
them home
land or what's
safely
going to
to their
happen.
families, loved ones, and all of
So,
humanity.
you know,
We pray for the
got
Space Launch System
everything
rocket and
catered
the
for
Orion
what they got to
spacecraft
do.
over every bolt, every system, and every line of code, that it may perform as designed safely and successfully. We lift up every person behind this mission, the engineers, the technicians, the launch controllers, and the mission control teams, and every individual who has poured their time, talent, and passion into this moment. Lord, let this mission inspire the next generations of explorers. May young hearts around the world look to the moon and be filled with wonder, courage, and purpose, knowing once again we can go there. Lord, may this mission be more than a technological advancement. May Artemis 2 serve as a reminder that humanity can accomplish together across nations and across differences when we are united in purpose. As we reach beyond our planet, may we also find a renewed sense of peace within it. As we take steps towards becoming a multiplanetary people, may we do so with humility, responsibility, and care for one another, remembering that exploration is not just about how far we go, but how far we go together. May this mission lay a strong foundation for humanity's future beyond Earth, one marked by cooperation, stewardship, and hope. We thank you for the privilege of witnessing this moment in history and allowing us to play a small part in this ongoing story you set in motion long ago. We place this mission, this crew, and our shared future in your hands. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you for taking that time with me. However you reflect, believe, or hope, this mission belongs to all of humanity, because tonight, this isn't just about a rocket. It's about people. It's about purpose, and it's about what we can achieve united together. We are now literally 5 minutes, 38 seconds away from the launch of humanity's return to deep space. 4 astronauts, 1 mission, a path that will take us around the moon and prepare us to go further. Let's turn up the mission control nets, turn it over to NASA and our live cameras, and take in these next few minutes together as we count down to the launch of Artemis 2, humanity's return to deep space. Go Artemis 2.
No more silly speech, Chile. Come off it. These guys are something to do with. I don't know. There's something. They're not just in it for shits and giggles. These guys. That big guy there. His uncle was something to do with NASA. He was saying. So all these guys are in there with somebody. You know what I mean? It's their passion. You know, like we get stiffies over watches, they get stiffies over fucking engines on NASA stuff. You know what I mean? This is to them what watches are to us, mate. You know, it's madness, isn't it? Like when you go to see the launch, when you go to Canaveral, you can book to have breakfast with an astronaut. It won't be anyone fucking super famous. It'll be an astronaut. When I do it, I'll be talking about watches. I don't give a shit about. Well, I do give a shit, but when I have if I get a breakfast with an astronaut, when I go there, I'm gonna interrogate them about watches. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm interested in. Space watches. You're asking about the 3861 and did they take what watch did they take with them? The guy will be thinking, you fucking strange fucker. You're not asking me about what it's like to go in space. You're asking me about a fucking wristwatch. Yeah, get over it. That's what I'll be doing. Yeah. Is this proper? These guys, this website. This guy's got 737,000 subscribers. They go to all the press conferences and everything. This guy, the big guy, goes off and does interviews with other people. There are people, all the media channels will be interviewing this Zach guy about it. He's gone and done interviews and stuff. That's his proper job. Does time exist on the moon? That's the question. So many things, isn't it? It's fucking fascinating, I think. Yeah, I think it's fascinating. I do love it. So, yeah. I do get myself involved in sitting there and watch loads of documentaries out there, and I always sit there and watch a good documentary. Will there be a Greg?
And if you're just joining us, welcome here to NASA Kennedy Space for 2 minutes, 17 seconds and counting. We are counting down to the launch of Artemis 2 and humanity's return to the moon. If you haven't yet, take a moment, share out the stream, get people here. We are about to rewrite the history books for the first time in 52 years. We are about to go back to the moon. We are less than 2 minutes and counting till launch.
Holy shit, guys.
It is an honor to be here. T-minus 1 minute, 45 seconds and counting on the press site clock, which is linked to launch control.
Wow, man. Fuck me dead. What I'll do, when it's launching, I'll probably cut this microphone up. Just cuts this microphone up so you won't hear me, because I'm going to play the telly
T-minus
loud.
1 minute, 25 seconds and counting.
And I think there's a few seconds delay or something on the between this and between the stream on StreamYard and the
T-minus 1 minute, 15
telly.
seconds.
Wow.
T-minus 60, 59. We are less than a minute to launch to the moon.
So how come he says that, but yeah, the clock behind him on the left
T-minus 50 seconds.
has only just got 56 seconds. So I don't understand.
T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 35 seconds.
Wow, guys. And Ronnie's waking up. I don't know, he just realised.
T-minus 26 seconds.
Stiffy, guys. No, I'm not going to do that.
T-minus 10, 9, 8,
7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. SRB ignition and liftoff of Artemis 2. We rise. Godspeed, Artemis 2. Oh my. Come on. Standing by for SRB separation.
We may get a sonic boom at some point, guys.
Incredible track by Magnus. Oh my.
It sounds like a Harley, Bob, because Harleys sound fucking ace. I've had about
T plus
4
2 minutes into flight.
and they sound brilliant. Harley's advanced and ice pipes.
No.
The bollocks. Oh.
And we have SRB separation.
SRB
The core
separation.
stage now powering under 4 RS-25 engines, continuing to carry Orion to low Earth orbit.
I think those bottom bits are going to hit the sea. I don't think they're going to land themselves like Elon Musk stuff do. They land themselves on launches, but these fuckers are going to go in the sea. I think they're going to be wasted. Be nice if they came back and landed themselves. That's fucking cool seeing that. Right, come on, let's get some onboard fucking cameras, guys. Let's see that fucker properly. Surely we're going to, you know. Surely.
3 minutes into flight. Artemis 2 has launched.
You haven't got the technology that bloody...
Cheers ringing out across the space coast. We have the fairing jettison around Orion, the clamshell. Means the launch escape system has been ejected as well. April 1st, 2026.
Can make it up, could you? April the 1st.
Cutting to NASA, we have a live feed from on board.
There we are. What we want.
Standing by for launch abort system jettison.
Yes, this is what we want.
Houston integrity, good last jettison, great view.
Copy jettison, Team Eco 8+02.
Incredible views from across the space coast.
And Houston has you loud and
And
clear.
there's a live shot, I believe,
Peters
from the
at common line.
WB-57.
Outstanding, Stan. We have you the same.
Coming back to our tracking.
Welcome, Thomas. Good to see you, mate. Nice to see you.
Time of Miko.
I'm going to try and cover the splashdown if I can as well, if it's at a decent time, move them around. In about 10 days' time, they're going to come back to Earth.
T plus 5 minutes into flight.
So I might try and cover that as well when they come back to Earth. And the recovery and everything if I can.
Another onboard shot.
Integrity, GPS processing.
Outstanding, Stan. We see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Oh, Fucking hell, doesn't take him long to get out of there, does it?
Approaching
Fucking
5
hell.
minutes into the flight, Commander Reed Wiseman
RS-25 is
confirms he
continuing to
has
power the
visuals
core
of his
stage,
destination. GPS guidance,
carrying
navigation,
the
and control
ICPS and
software finishes
Orion
internal checks and sends to navigation
space.
channels.
Integrity 3 engine prep.
Beautiful view from on board.
Yes, Trap, we did. It's pity we can't see what speed.
On time now, passing 5 minutes 20 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission. At this point, 3 good main engines are all
T
that's
plus
needed
6
to carry
minutes on the real
Integrity
world
to a
clock,
nominal main
5.5 on
engine cutoff
NASA's
target.
feed.
Though at this time, we're seeing 4 good engines here in Mission Control Houston. Integrity, 75 miles in altitude, 330 miles downrange, approaching 10,000 miles per hour.
Oh, fucking 10,000 mile per hour. I was going to say what fucking speed they're going to do. I was going to have 10,000 mile per hour, guys. Jesus Christ, that's good. That's bonkers, isn't it?
Integrity looking good at 6 minutes.
Same on board, Stan.
Good trajectory and engine performance. Booster officer will soon report the shutdown plan to Flight Director Judd Friedling, expected at the 7-minute mark. Integrity, 78 miles in altitude, 460 miles downrange.
Integrity, expect nominal shutdown.
Integrity copies nominal shutdown.
Six minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds into the flight.
MECO is main engine cutoff, guys. You want to know what MECO is? Main engine cutoff.
Seven minutes of mission elapsed time. Throttling down as we approach the abort once around option. Milestone at the 7-minute 30-second mark. Now 84 miles in altitude, 650 miles downrange, traveling more than 15,000 miles per hour.
15,000 mile an hour.
AOA open.
AOA open.
The window is now open for an abort once around option that would target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Still following nominal ascent at this time. About 10 seconds remaining until the main engine cutoff of the Space Launch System core stage. Standing by for confirmation of MECO and core stage separation.
Integrity and nominal MECO, core stage separated.
We see the same on board, Stan.
Eight minutes 40 seconds into the flight, we have a nominal main engine cutoff heading in the right trajectory on the way to swing around the moon. Core stage has separated, done its job. The Space Launch System upper stage, the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, or ICPS, still attached to the Orion spacecraft. Nine minutes of mission elapsed time. Integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen now in orbit around the Earth at the beginning of their journey to the moon.
Integrity Houston looking ahead to PRM numbers so far per the pad.
Copy that, Stan. Numbers for the pad.
Capcom Stan Loves now reminding the crew that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition. That time being 49 minutes, 50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
I don't know why they can't just decide to land on the moon. Just, like, you go on a trip, you say, shall we go to McDonald's? Yes, no, yeah, fuck it, let's go McDonald's. Just do it. Let's go land on the moon, guys. Should we do it? Give it, take a vote. 4 of us, 3 against 1. Yeah, fuck it, let's land. And no, don't go like we do, McDonald's, we go. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Hungry. Let's go land on the moon, guys.
Integrity, good. Neds deploy.
Hidden collector, why are we wasting more money on this? Well, it's not my fucking money. I'm in the UK. And it's not a waste of money, guys. It's fuck a waste of money. I don't know what you're on about.
And Integrity Houston for PWD setup. Just a reminder, halfway open on the secondary.
We copy that, Santa. Halfway open.
I'd rather waste the money of this than waste the money on bombing the shit out of fucking countries, that's for sure. At least this is fucking for peace of mankind, an experiment.
Overhearing the conversation between Capcom Stan Love
not
and
causing
Commander Reed
grief,
Wiseman,
death,
already
and
passing
fucking
some milestones.
destruction.
We have a good nozzle extension deployment system. That is confirmed. Complete. We also have the visors are confirmed up now past the dynamic phase of flight, that is ascent. Their launch and entry suits that provided them an extra layer of protection. Now not as needed. They're going to raise those visors. And later in today's mission, they will begin to egress or get out of the suits to begin some of their initial tasks of activating some of the systems aboard in the Integrity spacecraft. It's passing 12 minutes of mission elapsed time. Again, the perigee raise maneuver that's targeted near 50 minutes of mission elapsed time, 49 minutes, 50 seconds. That's what the crew is going to be working towards. The Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover will focus on preparing for that milestone. In the meantime, mission specialist Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen will start some of the activation of environmental control life support systems. You may hear confirmation of their activation over the Orion to Earth communication network.
Houston, C3 aux power back in auto.
Copy C3 aux, and
Yeah.
we're 2 minutes.
Yeah.
13 minutes and 30 seconds of mission elapsed time. We're going to continue to follow the crew of the Artemis 2 mission. They are beginning their journey around the moon to verify the systems that will take us to its surface. An incredible ascent. Artemis 2 is underway. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen begin their journey to the moon. Still milestones to come up as we await solar array deploy and the critical burns that will get Integrity into high Earth orbit around the Earth before engines are fired to get us around the moon. We'll keep tabs on Integrity and its crew from here in Mission Control Houston. But for now, we're going to send it back to you, Megan and Nicole at the Kennedy Space Center. Very jealous to hear how the launch experience was over on the Space Coast.
Yeah, Gary, if people are just joining us, welcome back to the Space Coast, where we just saw Artemis 2 lift off 14 minutes ago. And wow, what an amazing launch, and an emotional one, too. As soon as the rocket lifted off, Nicole, you had tears in your eyes, I had tears in my eyes, and we had all these people around us cheering. It was amazing.
Yeah, the energy was wonderful. I mean, it was a beautiful launch. We've got 4 friends and family members headed to the moon. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. How does that make you feel as someone who, is an astronaut as well, but also, as you said, friends?
Yeah, so proud of them. Man, we don't have the words in the English language to describe this kind of an event, and pride, love, so many emotions. They are truly
Okay, cat shit.
breaking
Thanks for
some
joining, mate.
barriers,
Thank
and
you.
hopefully, as Gary just said, they've got a long day ahead
Mathis,
of them.
if
So
you weren't
wishing them
there,
well and
you're a
everything,
fucking
but so
Larry
far, what a
letdown.
beautiful launch to watch.
Yeah,
I hope you were
returning
there
to the
because
lunar
you live
orbit in more than
fucking
50
nearer than
years.
me.
Maybe they go farther from Earth than any other humans before them. Maybe they see parts of the moon that we've
Double
never
audio.
seen before.
Oh,
I
sorry,
mean,
guys.
what a great
Let's get
start
no.
to what could be
There's
all
no
of
double
these
audio from me, mate.
milestones
I
that we
don't
break in
think.
just a 10-day mission.
Yes, what a way to welcome in the Artemis
Shouldn't
generation.
be.
Yeah, how do you feel? I mean, we saw some beautiful shots we were covering of course, the rocket, of course, the Earth falling away as we continued up.
Boo
into
hoo,
our
80
descent, but also some
miles.
of those
Fucking
crowd
hell,
shots
couldn't you?
where
You
we
should
saw
have
young
made.
and old,
You should have
just
made the.
emotional,
You should have made the
overcome
travel
by
there,
this
mate.
history-making moment.
80 miles. It's fucking nothing. It's an hour and a bit.
Today we saw that in all the crowds.
I would have driven down if I were 80 miles away.
The sunrise or sunset, I guess they just made it over the crest of the Earth, and you could see the sun peeking over. One of my favorite views from space, and I can't imagine what they're looking at now, and I can't wait to see what they're looking at in about 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone's got double audio, turn the original YouTube off because you watch it on YouTube and somewhere else. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Keeping safety in mind, and we want to make sure we're ready to go. But we were ready to go, and I think it
Because he's
surprised
face
a
of
lot
the
of
day,
people.
so you
What
got
a
it.
wonderful surprise on this Wednesday evening.
It did, and it kind of surprised me as well. But it's just a testament to the team here that has been working so hard on Artemis. Artemis 1, we learned a ton of lessons. We learned a ton from the wet dress for Artemis 2. We were able to go in, fix those things. We even had a couple mishaps today, not mishaps, but a couple, anomalies today that the team creatively came up with solutions for. It's just a testament to the teamwork that gets us to the moon.
And so we can continue to watch Christina, Reed, Victor, and Jeremy on their way now to the moon in Earth's orbit and awaiting the next in-flight milestones, deploying Orion's solar arrays. So why don't we get back in with Mission Control and Gary.
Hey, thank you, Megan. Again, we're following along in the action. It is a long day. They have a number of procedures they need to get to immediately in their timeline.
And Integrity Houston, Crosstie is on board per the FCDEM.
We copy Houston. Thank you.
Crosstie referring to flight controllers here initiating a connection between some of the batteries aboard the Orion spacecraft, allowing for an even distribution of power. This is the flight control teams that took us through ascent of the Artemis 2 mission today. Right now we're, as you see, passing 18 minutes of mission elapsed time. The Orion spacecraft integrity and the interim cryogenic propulsion system are maneuvering tail to sun. It is in this orientation, this attitude.
Integrity, any words on that momentary prop caution?
And Reed, no action. We're looking at it.
Commander Reed Wiseman verifying what is being routed to his displays aboard integrity. Propulsion engineer confirming that no action is needed at this time. They're pressing through with their nominal procedures to prepare for the perigee raise maneuver. And of course, the solar array wing deploy ahead of that. The solar wing deploy is a critical milestone. We'll continue to have our coverage follow the mission until that deployment. Successful launch is just the beginning. The deployment of the solar arrays and successful confirmation that those solar array wings are drawing power is a significant milestone and says to the flight control teams that we will continue on today's mission. Power needs to be drawn to continue through some of the next milestones. Until then, the AO is the current option, and the board to orbit option ATO will be switched to a preferred mode at the time that the solar array wings are deployed and latched.
No, sorry, no, I'm not frozen, guys. I'm
teams
just
a little bit
watching
more flexibility.
different bits of streams and stuff. Gonna get some information now. I'm
for your pad.
I'm good, thank you for your concern. I'm fine.
Give us just 1 minute.
Just got a couple of snoring dogs next to me.
And Stan, you can read it. Ike is ready to copy.
Roger. TDRS handover east to west expected 1 second earlier at 5:1 minutes 26 seconds.
Hi, Stan. We copy 1 second earlier for 5126 TDRS east to west, and saws are starting to deploy. Thermal knives are firing.
We concur. Thanks for the report.
Read back of the reports that you just heard on the Orion to Earth network. Integrity has maneuvered tail to sun. The RL-10 nozzle on the end of the ICPS is pointed towards the sun, and the solar array deployment sequence has begun. With the deployment confirmed, it'll be several minutes until they are what is called in a latched position. Once they are latched and confirmed to be drawing power, they can switch the mode to ATO and continue along the mission.
All right. Good to be back with you guys here today. Wow. I don't have words for what we just experienced. That was absolutely incredible. I do hope that some of our shots were okay. Again, we were kind of rushed there in the last segment there to make sure we got something, and I'm can't wait to see what we got. But man, that was incredible. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. A lot of things just happened in the moment there. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah. I see some people are talking about our camera angles. Again, a lot of things happened during launch. I'm going to review what is going on, and we'll see what y'all are talking about. Give me one moment. I need to try to figure out what the okay, I noticed the issue, and I do apologize for that. We had a little bit of a situation where we don't have as many people running the broadcast, so we kind of had to jerry-rig it there in the end. Again, we're using a new system, and again, I hope you at least were able to enjoy some of it. And we tried. Again, that's why we're here. We're here to learn. This is an entirely new setup. We did get some tracking views from the telescope, which I'm very happy with, and we tried. Like I said, we do apologize for missing parts of the launch. That wasn't the intention. We're doing the very best we can here in order to give you feed. Times go very quickly. I was controlling the tracking rig, and unfortunately, with the black magic, we weren't able to see. We had that feed there, and it must have switched during that launch. So that's why we missed that. We were originally supposed to go from a feed showing the countdown clock and the launch pad, and then transition over to that wide angle shot where you're supposed to see it fly over the Kennedy Space Center, and then go to the tracking tracking thing. So we tried. Again, this isn't easy. And yeah. So if there are any more questions, comments, or concerns, I'm more than happy to answer them. And yeah. And as always, the good thing about the internet nowadays is there's always going to be replays.
No problem, Sausage.
And we'll see if we can get something of that onto.
You do that, and I said I will.
Make up for it.
I'll probably
I
go
have
live
to
with the
see what we can
splashdown of them around as well. So that's good. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
So.
With that, I'm going to take I'm waiting to see if we get Zach back here, and we'll take we'll transition over to the NASA feed, and we'll wrap up after that. Again, I want to thank you all for still sticking with us, as much as we wanted to, and we did our best, and that's where we're out here. I know sometimes things don't work exactly as intended here on launch day, and that's okay. I know it sucks, it hurts, but ultimately that's how it goes. I mean, launch photography isn't easy, and we try. At least we'll try to make up for it. We'll have those. We'll have the Orion tracker up as soon as possible, so you'll be able to track Orion on its 10-day mission to the moon, and we're anticipating a good flight here. I still think it's amazing that we are sending 4 astronauts to the moon. And this was the first time NASA launched. That was still an incredible experience, and I hope you guys still will eventually stick with us here again. Zach is at Fox 35, so that leaves me here with you guys here. And
Right, guys, what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna swap. I've just found the launch of the NASA site because apparently it looks like these guys. They tried to track it with the fucking camera, and they're using some new equipment, and they screwed up a bit. So I've just found the launch on the actual NASA site with their cameras. So I'm just going to replay the 20 seconds or wherever it is with all the sound and everything from the NASA page to watch it properly. So I'm just going to play. I'm going to share that tab now. And I'm going to just play it. So whack your sound up, guys. Let's have a look at this.
The rocket is on its own. 4 brave explorers ready to ride the most powerful rocket.
So anyone just joined me? This is a replay from 20 odd minutes ago.
Sound suppression water is flowing.
I just want to get the sound of this fucker in a minute.
And here we go. 10,
9,
8,
7, 6,
RS-25 engines
5.
lit.
Look at that fucker.
4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff. The crew of Artemis 2 now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
Good roll pitch. Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now controlling the flight of Integrity on the Artemis 2 mission around the moon.
Integrity, AMT high.
Replay, guys. Anyone who's just joined, this happened about 20 odd minutes ago.
Integrity passes the ultimate Pico. Target milestone. Mission Control Houston saying good performance on the main engines. Launch system core stage. Integrity, 3 miles.
Yes, it does sound like a Harley Davidson.
Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
1,200 miles an hour. Jesus, I bet that's a good thrust on that. Wow. Jeez.
Mission elapsed time, passing 1 minute, approaching max Q.
On, pounds fully on.
Stanley, on you loud and clear on Ponce on.
Have you the same?
Communication signal transfer confirmed as Integrity and its crew go supersonic. Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis 2 mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour.
2,600 miles an hour. Jeez. Amazing. Right, let's go live on this now.
1 minute
Let's see
to
where...
the main engine on the ICPS. The pad had a teeter's handover. This is the tracking and data relay satellites. East to west, they are geosynchronous satellites that are positioned around the globe. And as Orion makes its way around the Earth right now, above the west coast of Africa.
I think landings, I think a bit more dodgy than taking off from what I read somewhere.
And counting.
Coming back into the atmosphere, I think that's why you can burn up more. So let's hope we're all right coming back in.
Is not executed at the perigee.
Make sure they don't get them fucking speedies wet. But they are confirmed at 50 meters water resistant.
To the apogee. But what it does is it raises the perigee on the other end of the orbit to 100 nautical miles.
Wow, 7 minutes past midnight. Doesn't feel like it. I could stay up a few hours, actually.
The 26-second duration burn does not conflict with the time that they've reported of the tracking and data relay satellite handover from TGERS east to west. Again, geosynchronous satellites that are used not only by Integrity today, but the International Space Station as well. That time of handover is 51 minutes, 26 seconds. Plenty of margin before the perigee raise maneuver cutoff happens. And the trajectory is analyzed to see whether it was a good burn. A good burn means that the burn was performed as expected and sets the trajectory on course for that 100 nautical mile perigee target mark.
For anybody who saw me stream last night where I unboxed a Dirty Dozen, there's somebody on eBay selling a complete Dirty Dozen collection, all 12 of them with a Grana, for $45,000. And because I'm watching it, they've just sent me an offer for £34,000, $5,000 off for a full set
Well, actually, we'll
of
continue to cover the
Dirty
mission
Dozen watches.
24/7.
It's probably worth it, actually. If they are all genuine, it's probably worth it. The Grana,
Now that
the Grana went for
solar
30 odd
array
thousand on
deployment
its
has
own at
occurred
Bottoms.
on NASA Plus and Amazon Prime. Again, we will continue coverage 24/7 at the NASA YouTube channel. For those that want to see all of the upcoming milestones, there are select times where we will be coming back to NASA Plus and other streaming platforms. You can go to nasa.gov to find the latest on when to find those activities. Given that this is an operational mission, we do want to make sure that we are maintaining transparency in the mission and providing you all the information on what's happening in space as Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen head on their mission around the moon. Inside Integrity at this time, again, the solar array wings have deployed. The Integrity is maneuvering to its burn attitude ahead of the execution of the perigee raise maneuver. Overseeing these steps is primarily done by Commander Reed Wiseman and pilot Victor Glover. Mission specialist Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen focusing on some of the system activation inside of Orion, namely the environmental and control and life support systems. The activation and checkout of some of these critical systems are very important to continuing on the mission, making sure that those systems are in a good condition and in a reliable condition to provide the necessary environmental and control needs of the crew, with humans on board through the duration of the mission that extends 10 flight days.
Sorry, guys. Look at this. How
Standing
cute.
by for an update to the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition. Should be right up to the crew very shortly.
Integrity Houston, updated PRM numbers when you're ready to copy.
All right, Houston, we are ready to copy.
TIG is 2 seconds earlier at 4 9er minutes, 4.8 seconds. TIGO unchanged at 2.6 seconds.
49, 48, TIGO 26.
That picture just looks absolutely clear, doesn't it? But I don't wonder where's that taken from then? What's interesting? What's taken that image? That is so clear, isn't it? What's showing? What is it that's showing the image now? That is amazing. It's just, yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
This is Mission Control Houston. With that update, we are approaching a little more than 13 minutes from the time of ignition of the perigee raise maneuver. That time updated to be 2 seconds earlier was 49 minutes, 50 seconds of mission elapsed time. Will now move to 49 minutes, 48 seconds. The duration of the burn, that's what was referred to as the TIGO, will still remain at 26 seconds. Relatively short duration burn, again, just raises the perigee of the orbit today.
Sorry, guys, I'm being crappy. We need to get the full screen so everybody can see it.
Making sure they hit the mark on that time of ignition.
So 14,927 miles an hour, 1.118 miles above the atmosphere, I think.
Environmental control and life support systems.
Yeah, 1.1, don't know. 238,318 miles.
At this time, all
I don't know
crew
what
members are wearing
1.126 miles
launch and
is, no
entry
idea.
suits.
Integrity Houston, for
Middle
Optimus
one.
on the PCD, we have time update instructions when you're ready.
14,878 miles an hour. I'm just intrigued what the middle one is out of the three, bottom right. The 1.135 miles, what's that collation? The other one is obviously 238,000 miles above.
Pretty busy at this time. I think we will call you back when we're ready for that.
All right, that one is not urgent. 2 minutes to maneuver to PRM attitude.
Is it 238,000 miles from takeoff, but 1.1 miles above the out of the atmosphere? So it's not surely it's more than 1.1 mile out of the atmosphere, is it?
Maneuver.
I don't know.
Less than 2 minutes.
Intriguing.
Again, the point of that maneuver is to point the main engine of the ICPS, the RL-10 engine, in the proper orientation to execute that 26-second burn. It needs to point in the correct position to achieve the goal of raising the perigee to 100 nautical miles. You heard some of the environmental control system activations over Orion to Earth. Jeremy Hansen activated the O2 sensors. They'll be measuring the cabin of Orion.
Could be a long night, that's guys. I don't know. I find it fascinating. I just don't want to go to bed in case I miss something.
Here on the ground in Mission Control Houston, Flight Director Judd Freeling is doing a poll with all flight controllers in the room to see if we are in a go position to go ahead and execute the perigee raise maneuver. Once concluded, stand level.
No, Chili, don't start that
We'll
fucking.
stand by for that.
Don't start that off. No, it's not 1,152 miles up, is it? Because the third one on the far left, 238,431 miles, isn't it? There's three down here at the bottom. We've got the mile an hour, we've got the miles and miles again.
MCC is go. Maneuver starting.
Yeah, TLA, the brown trousers time. Yeah, that's what happens. That's when you That's when you drop a
40
drop
minutes
a
of
chocolate
mission elapsed
hostage.
time. The maneuver to the burn attitude has begun. The maneuver also is paired with reorientation of the solar array wings that have been deployed. They will have various positions throughout the duration of the flight. Of course, solar array is meant to maximize
G-Man. What 1.1 miles from the moon, the middle one? That's how they are. How far they are from the moon, is it? 1.1 miles.
Configuration.
Right, that figures. Sorry, yeah.
This allows for the greatest surface area of the solar array wings to be drawing power and powering up those batteries of integrity.
The far right. Okay.
Was enabled between the 4
No, we don't
batteries.
talk about the far right here, G-Man. Sorry, we're joking. Right, so the 238,000 miles from the moon and 1.2 miles above the Earth's atmosphere.
However, for the perigee raise maneuver,
it's safe from Earth. Oh, it does say from Earth. Sorry, yes, of course it does. Sorry, I couldn't see. I couldn't fucking see that.
The ICPS
yes, sorry, Chill. Of course it does. It does say that.
The 26-second burn.
I was looking.
You can see in the animation here
on the small screen inside StreamYard. Now, when I look at the telly, I can see it. Sorry, yes.
In the correct direction.
Don't look at StreamYard. Look at the fucking 42-inch telly in front of me. It does say, sorry, from Earth. Yeah. 1.2 miles from Earth. 238,000 miles from the moon. Wow, thank you. Yeah, I've got it, Chili. Yeah, I'm with you. Sorry. I said I was reading. I was trying to look at the small screen inside StreamYard, which I cannot read at all. Thank you. Could be a long night. Freaking brill.
You're getting a live look inside the Artemis 2 mission flight control room. The team you see here oversaw the ascent of our 4 astronauts inside Integrity, launching at 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. Now, again, this room will be occupied 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with flight controllers shifting on 3 shifts to oversee 24/7 operations of Artemis 2 while in flight. We will cover that live on the NASA YouTube channel, and we'll be covering that around the clock as we begin to wrap up our coverage here on NASA Plus. Before I do want to send it over to our colleagues at the Kennedy Space Center. And to my colleagues, it was a pleasure to join the teams at the Kennedy Space Center and be a part of such a historic launch. Here in Houston, again, we're turning our attention to the mission. And for now, we'll say farewell and thank you to our colleagues there for today's launch coverage. We'll see you again soon for Splashdown. This is Mission Control Houston, sending it back over to Megan and Nicole at the host desk.
Thank you, Gary. And yes, it was such a pleasure to be a part of this historic mission that started right here at Kennedy Space Center. It was such an amazing sight to be a part of. And now, as Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen begin their journey, we here at the Kennedy Space Center are about to wrap our broadcasts. We'll, of course, though, have 24/7 coverage with our colleagues at Johnson Space Center starting as soon as we sign off, so don't worry. You can follow along our 4 astronauts every minute of their nearly 10-day journey to the moon and back. Nicole, I'll definitely be watching it, and I'm sure you will, too.
Yes, of course. You know, they just started, right? The launch was beautiful. This was a historic day. They're on their way back to the moon for the first time in over half a century, but they've got a lot of work ahead of them, and so we're excited to see what they have to do and excited to test out the Orion spacecraft. This is a test flight after all, and we're excited to see what we can learn from this mission.
Very humbling, inspiring. It was really amazing to be a part of this, and I'm so glad that so many people joined along by either watching here in person or watching online. And of course, Nicole, thank you so much for sitting through this, answering questions, adding so much context and information that really brought a lot out of what we saw today.
Oh man, I had a blast. You're a rock star. You're a professional.
Gosh,
this was great.
Oh, you're great.
So this was a wonderful day.
Well, again, again, thank you so much. And thank you to you for watching at home. You know, tonight we didn't just launch a rocket, we launched the next chapter of human exploration. Our Artemis 2 crew now on their way back to the moon, and we're taking you with us. So thank you again for watching, and go Artemis 2.
Right, guys, I'm just trying to find the official main coverage, the one that's not finishing.
All 4 astronauts, and it appears all of them are undergoing their suit leak checks. Yes, a pre-flight tradition that we have seen with our crewed flights, the card game. The astronauts who have just left crew suit up and are now walking down a hallway. Here they are, NASA's Artemis 2 crew, taking their first steps outside for their historic test flight. And the 4 of them step into their astronauts.
What watches they got on, guys? What they got? Is it shit, man? There's a Speedy there, wasn't there? Someone had a Speedy on their arm, sure, didn't they? Did you spot that? Anyone spot the Speedy? Sure, I fucking did. Oh, night, Chili. G-Man, are you hanging around, mate? I don't know. I'm trying to find the official launch. So bear with us, G-Man. If you're hanging around a bit, and I am. I'm trying to, not the official launch, the official 24-hour live coverage that's still staying about. I'm just trying to find it. This feed will provide continuous coverage with live commentary. Okay. Looks like we found the right one, I think. Yeah, it looks like this is the official broadcast. Don't think anything's happening. Okay, G-Man, see you, man. You got an early one, yeah. Wearing it, yeah, Thomas. Yeah, Thomas. The latest ones I've got, mate, is she's wearing an X-33, and they're wearing the gentlemen are wearing Breitling B-02 cosmonauts, but they will be given. They would have been given speeders as well. But I'm sure, and I'm going to see if we can wind it back a quick
All right,
second.
This is Mission Control Houston. Welcome back for our 24/7 coverage
I'm
of
sure
the Artemis 2 mission.
if I can find it, I'm sure I just saw them with a speedy round the wrist.
Allowing for an even
integrity, good.
No,
Ned's
wrong.
deploy.
I'll go back and see if I can. I'll see if I can find it. Just bear with us. It was just showed it a minute ago.
All of them are undergoing their suit leak checks.
Right.
Yes, a pre-flight tradition that we have seen.
When they come out in a minute, I'm going to pause it and see.
The astronauts.
There we go. Right. Here we go.
Crew suit up.
Right, guys, what they got on there? Let's have a look. I don't know. I don't know what they've got on. So rumours, the girl says got an X-33 Gen 2, and the blokes are wearing Breitling cosmonauts. So I'm just trying to spot what they've got.
Now walking down.
Yeah, I had no idea. It's probably the same. No. No idea.
There they are.
There we
NASA's
go.
Artemis.
No, not good enough to work out what they are. No, never mind. No, not good. No, got no idea. We will have a deep dive. Someone will come up. Anyhow. All right, let's go back to live and see what's going on.
Standing by for confirmation of cutoff.
Integrity, good PRM, and 1 minute to Teeter's handover.
Copy that. We see the Sable on board, and the sun is rising on Integrity.
Outstanding.
The sun is rising on Integrity. Wow, look at that.
And with that, the first burn of the interim cryogenic propulsion system has been completed and put the crew on the right trajectory to get them to the moon. There are
Integrity for toilet setup, step 2.5.
Go ahead.
Yes, there was not an installed oxon inlet filter, even with empty oxone in the hose when I opened up the filter.
No idea what that means. What was going on there? Right, guys. I was 5 here. Okay, there's 5 of us here. That's cool. We'll keep staying for a bit then. There's 5 of us. That's good. I was going to go back to the launch pad, but I think they're crying in the beer because they didn't film it. They didn't manage to catch all the filming. They didn't swap over the cameras. Right.
This is Mission Control Houston. Again, we had a good perigee raise maneuver that sets us on course to execute the next major burn, the apogee raise burn. Now, the perigee raise maneuver just adjusts the orbit while we are in low Earth orbit, but the apogee raise burn is quite a significant burn, just shy of 18 minutes long.
An 18-minute burn, guys. I'm just going to go and change my channel off the TV to the proper NASA channel because it's a lot better. TLP. There we go. There we are. Got that on. Probably keep that on all day tomorrow. Have it on in the background, see what's going on. Wow. I thought I had it busy with like 2 screens at work. Look at that bloke there. He's got like that one in front of you. He's got like shit. Yeah, he's got 4 screens there, hasn't he? Yeah, fucking hell, he's got 4 screens. They've all got 4 screens. Wow. Except this one on the right here has got one above the other. But most of them are having. Actually, there's one bloke there, grey hair. He's like 1, 2. He looks like he's got 5 fucking screens. The guy in the middle there. He must be important. Jesus Christ. Wow. It's amazing.
Integrity Houston on Teedros West. White Sands is receiving data.
No, Pickle, I'm not,
Houston
mate.
is
No,
not
no, no.
still troubleshooting.
Pickle, right? Obviously you weren't in me fucking last night, were you? You weren't in me stream last night, Pickle, were you? I bought a dirty dozen, a proper dirty dozen.
That was
a Vertex.
Capcom Stan Love.
So a World War II door kicking watch.
Mission Control Houston.
Bought that a couple of days
we
ago.
Changed over.
I ain't going watching the wonders now because one, I don't have a job in a month's time at the moment until I get another one.
Time was updated
And two, I'm moving out.
26 seconds of mission elapsed
So I
time.
need a job for money.
West.
I need money to go watching the wonders. I need even more money
on switching to
move house.
West. Mission Control Houston, not seeing some of the data coming from Orion, coming from Integrity. So we're standing by to regain the ability and troubleshoot some of the rationale as to why we are having some intermittent gaps in our data and communications with the crew.
Yeah, I got me dirty dozen pickle for a song, mate. I got it for less than 600 quid. An 81-year-old watch. History. Vertex dirty dozen for 590 quid. Fucking bargain, mate. And the seller, I knew the seller as well. He's a top bloke.
In the
So.
blind, we see good solar normal maneuver. ARB TIG is expected to be 45 seconds earlier than the pad. That's 1 hour.
That's That's the watch at the moment.
No update to TIG.
The X33 Gen 2 Omega. Current official
Mission Control Houston.
Mission timer tool watch of NASA.
That refers to as part of the data that we are not.
I'm not going to do a fundraiser for fucking watching the wonders, mate. That's begging. Don't do that.
Satellite.
That's not my style. Fundraising.
That, we understand that we may not be receiving.
I'm fundraising moving out, mate. That'll be good.
They may be able to hear us.
Joking.
So
no,
reporting what status is known on our end. We do know that from the data we are receiving, that the upper stage and Integrity have maneuvered to solar normal, meaning that the orientation, the attitude of the spacecraft is such that solar rays can draw the maximum amount of power.
There we are. There's Big Boy. Big Boy going down for the maneuver. Hey, Big Boy. Hey, Big Boy.
Integrity Houston in the blind for Christina. Just before
the
handover, we heard your report about the lack of an Oxone inlet filter. We copy that there is not one installed as expected, but please put in a new one.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, it's a Big Boy.
Team here you see in this row at the Capcom console is NASA astronaut Stan Love. The voice that you're hearing from the teams here in Mission Control Houston up to the crew of Integrity. A Capcom voice that you'll hear throughout the mission as well. Next to Dr. Love, to his right is Jackie Mahaffey, the Chief Training Officer for the Artemis 2 crew, and a voice that you'll hear from here in Mission Control Houston. Flight Director Judd Freeling is...
I don't understand, Thomas, what your comment is, mate. Super chat NAO8. Sorry, Thomas.
Flight Director.
I'm not following you, mate. What you mean?
Today.
I'm not missing a super chat from anyone, am I? Can't find one. Is that what you mean?
Rick Henfling,
No idea what you mean, mate.
Here on console to oversee the ascent portion. He'll be returning to console on flight day 9 to prepare for the splashdown on a nominal timeline for flight day 10.
Houston, in the blind, we're rebooting some ground equipment to try to recover the link.
Oh, rebooting. Switch off, switch on again, guys. Want an IT person? Give me a call. Call me. Call me. 26 years in IT. Give us a call, NASA. Want some help? Give us a shout. Lost connection. Don't be losing connection, guys. Won't be dead. You'll be stuck on the wrong side of the fucking moon for a bit. Give us a call, guys. Won't charge you that much.
This is Mission Control Houston. Again, the teams here are troubleshooting the lack of a forward link, the inability to communicate with the crew aboard Orion.
Oh, fuck.
Teams are troubleshooting and planning to reset some ground equipment.
Oh, shit.
As the forward link
Forward
was
link.
dropped at the time that we switched from TDRS East to TDRS West. It
Wow.
happened, that handover period started at mission elapsed time of 51 minutes, 26 seconds.
Wow, 51 minutes, 26 seconds, guys. They
Capcom
lost
Stan Love,
forward link to
reporting
speak
some
to
updates, what
the
is called in the
Orion.
blind,
They're
meaning
blind at the
that,
moment. They
they'll
can't
be-
speak to him. Wow.
Integrity Houston in the
Isn't
blind,
good.
expecting an imminent automated swap to string 2 on board. Also, reminder, we are still receiving good ICPS data.
Yeah, get tickets in mission control. Come on, guys. Send a helicopter for me. Yeah.
Again, Capcom Stan Love reporting to the crew in the blind, meaning there may be an ability for the crew to hear the calls from the ground. We do know that we are not able to hear any of the crew calls coming from Orion.
Wow.
We did just confirm that we are receiving data from the upper stage.
Okay.
And that allows us to understand and confirm the attitude and orientation of both spacecraft.
Right.
Knowing that they are at solar normal. And with the reboot, we're starting to get some data here. We'll confirm that the data we are receiving is good.
Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. You all right? Yeah, come on, big boy. All right, big boy. Oh, yeah.
With the regain of comm, we're starting to get some views aboard the Orion spacecraft.
Integrity Houston, voice check on TDRS.
Hard work being big boy on my house, isn't it? Hey, it's hard work, isn't it? Come on.
And we now have you the same. Good to hear your voice.
Out Rally 32. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the Tickers live stream of Orion.
Right, we are still trying to understand whether the
Artemis
automated
2.
swap to S-band string 2 recovered comm for
With
us,
Reggie
or
and
what's
Ronnie
going
here
on
as
the
well.
ground. We gave you calls about an ARB TIG and an Oxone inlet filter. Did you copy them?
There's a bit of a,
Copied all.
bit of a delay, isn't there? I can't believe the delay they've got between. Wow.
This is Mission Control Houston, though the solutions that were applied to regain the communications from Integrity is not known which one worked. We do know that we are receiving data. We're getting confirmation that is updating some of our telemetry that shows that the solar array wings have been reconfigured to the solar normal. Again, drawing as much power as possible. While Integrity is in flight and awaiting the next burn, the apogee raise burn. And you just heard confirmed, though Stan Love was reporting some things in the blind, meaning we could not hear the crew respond to any of the calls that were going on Orion to Earth. We did confirm from Reed Wiseman aboard Integrity that they did hear all of the calls that Capcom Stan Love was reporting.
And Integrity for comm, while we are sorting out the earlier comm loss, we plan to remain on S-band string 2.
Copy S-band string 2, and quid 19 has been inhibited for right CCD.
Copy quid 19.
I'm probably going to go on for... We'll go for another 20 minutes, guys, so 1 o'clock p.m., 1 o'clock a.m. my time. So currently, anybody in the UK, we are now at 20 to 1 in the morning, me and Tom. So I'm probably going to carry on to about
This is Mission
1
Control
o'clock,
Houston.
see what's going on.
Commander Reed Wiseman working through his steps at this time in the timeline. Mission Specialists Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen should be closing out some of the procedures that were activating some of the environmental control and life support systems. And again, those steps relayed from Capcom Stan Level were received by the crew, so they did copy them. And
It's all right. I've just seen the video. Brian's wife was.
That was
Oh, fucking see that, man! Wow.
The launch and entry suits for Mission Specialist 1 and 2. That's Christina Cook
Wow.
and Jeremy
I'm
Hansen.
not doxing anybody or anything, but if anyone
They are in the
can see that,
period
that's
of
from
time
outside
to dock
Brian's
or take
house,
off the suits.
where I was last October, and they
The
got to
launch
see
and
the
entry
launch.
suits for Commander Reed
Wow, let's
Wiseman
see it again
and
as it
pilot
comes.
Hector Glover will
Right.
remain on
Have a
until
look.
after a successful apogee raise burn. Their role is to
Wow,
oversee
brilliant.
the successful burn there. In the meantime,
Excellent.
they're configuring some of their equipment and
Brilliant.
configuration that's
Well,
needed
jealous.
ahead of the day's activities, starting with covering a CCD cursor
Yeah,
control
brilliant,
device.
man.
And they're well
Fantastic.
on their way to a nominal
Damn,
timeline.
man.
Of course,
Brilliant.
addressing the communication link by resetting some ground equipment and changing the string of communications, which addressed the issue, and now we're getting full data from the ICPS as well as the Orion spacecraft.
Anyone can hear any snoring? Sound like a dog snoring? Yes, you can hear my dog snoring. So Ron is snoring here. Anyone hear Ron snoring?
Interior Houston, questions for Jeremy and for Christina.
Stan, can you power on the toilet, and then we'll stand by for your
Yeah,
words.
power on the toilet, guys. Power on the toilet.
Toilet power up is in work. The questions are, can you confirm the HHP cam has been powered down? And then the question for Christina is whether the urine filter, that's the rubber part, was installed, but just no beads connected.
And that's affirmative. The filter was installed, no beads.
Thank you.
And Stan, we are wrapping up PWD right now. Jeremy will get the HHP cameras after that. There was a tremendous amount of back pressure on all those settings, so it's taking a little bit of all the connectors, so it's taking a little bit of time.
Copy. Thank you.
Commander Reed Wiseman aware of the steps, the initial steps for mission specialists Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen, working on some of the systems inside, while the commander and pilot monitor the flight of Integrity.
Integrity Houston, toilet is powered, waste tank purged.
We copy that, Stan. Thank you.
Some of the equipment inside needs to be activated by flight controllers here in Mission Control Houston. The activation of some of these necessary for their trip on their first day in orbit as part of the Artemis 2 mission. while Christina Cook addressed the waste systems that are on board now that they're activated and purged. Jeremy Hansen working on the potable water dispenser, rather. One of his initial steps is to activate the equipment and start filling some bags as a reserve. So he's working through those steps. The HHP camera is one of the internal cameras inside of Integrity. HHP camera was one that was captured through the duration of ascent and recorded into the flight computers.
Go ahead.
Yeah, doubt it helps you at all, Stan. But that whole time that you all had, it seemed like you had a good forward link. We just had no return. We saw a good frame lock, and everything looked good. The only thing we did not have was a good ping. I don't know if that helps you.
That helps a lot, Reed. Thank you for that report.
Sorry, guys, I'm just putting people right on one of the Omega watch groups on Facebook where they're all talking about what watches they're wearing. Just fucking putting them right. Someone said that the blonde girl who was in the outside studio was wearing an X33, which she fucking weren't. It looks to me very much like. Don't that's an X33. Doesn't look like an X33 at all.
Houston,
Not got the
for
button
SAW,
configuration.
We saw the SAW 3 brake go into error position. We're confident it engaged, but we saw more motion than we expected during the burn. We are cycling the brake on that SAW.
Okay, Stan, we copy that.
It doesn't look like an X33.
HHP cameras are off. Pup 1 switches are off, Stan.
Copy HHP and Pup. Thank you.
Or maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, Skywalker. Okay, maybe. I love the X33, guys. That's a fucking great watch. I wonder when they go to Mars, I wonder they'll have a Mars, an X33 Gen 3 Mars edition or whatever. They're great watches. Ah, right. So, okay, I've got it wrong. Okay, so the girl who was in the studio, the one on the right, she had a X33 Gen 3, which is that one, which is the called a solar impulse. That's what she had on. That's nice. I like that. I like that. It's a nice watch, that. Skywalker X33 solar impulse. Yeah, great watch. I could definitely see myself getting more X33s. Because, of course, I need you. You me. Yeah, of course, I need more watches, don't I? Of course, I haven't got enough. Sorry, we're not getting much content here, guys. It's just what you can see. No news is good news. If you've got any drama, then it's going fucking tits up. Which, of course, we don't want.
Integrity Houston, starting thermal roll.
Houston Integrity on toilet, step 6.7.
Go ahead for step 6.7.
Yes, during 6.7, about 20 seconds after starting the water into the funnel, after a nominal startup, the toilet shut down on its own, and I have a blinking amber fault light.
Oh, get tickers in, mate. Blinking light on the toilet. I can sort that out.
Talking about it.
Yeah, call me. Call me. I'll sort your blinking light out on your toilet. Switch off, switch it on again. Format. Reformat the toilet. Hard reboot of the toilet. That'll do.
And integrity for toilet, we're going to have to think about that for a while. In the meantime, CCUs are available in Alpha 2.
We copy, and I'll be returning the funnel to the cradle.
Yeah, return the funnel to the cradle.
This is Mission Control Houston, a read back of some of the communications that occurred on Orion to Earth. We're now at 1 hour, 17 minutes of mission elapsed time. We got confirmation that the upper stage and Integrity began a thermal roll. They are on the illuminated side of the Earth right now at an altitude of just a little more than 1,000 statute miles. The thermal roll allows for even distribution of heating from the sun at that altitude. Distributes it a little more evenly ahead of the apogee rays burn. In the meantime, Mission Specialist Christina Cook working on the activation of some environmental control life support systems and waste management systems. Currently, as teams on the ground analyze some troubleshooting of the activation steps that she was going through, she'll gather some of the backup waste management capabilities that they have aboard Integrity, just as a precaution while the teams assess how to address what was reported down from Mission Specialist Christina Cook on the fault light. Now at mission elapsed time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, we are coming up on the post-launch press conference at the Kennedy Space Center, where subject matter experts have gathered to and will address the launch that just occurred, and media will ask some questions. As part of our continuous coverage plan, where we are streaming this mission 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, throughout the duration of the Artemis 2 mission, the briefings themselves will also be streamed on this platform. The time of the beginning of the press briefing is scheduled to be 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time today. So coming up in just about 6 minutes. While the post-launch press conference is...
Integrity, thermal roll complete, and a question for Christina for toilet.
Oh, we've got toilet news, guys. Stand by. We have
a minute and,
toilet news.
epic just now. It's amazing.
Most
to be at this
important.
altitude, and Christina's working hard.
Roger. And Integrity, we also have a story about a water tank valve problem during powered flight. We saw an anomalous indication on the water ISO valve between water tanks Bravo and Charlie. Based on the signature we saw with the tanks during the PWD checkout, we think that valve is closed. We are going to troubleshoot that going forward.
Quick recap, the thermal roll is complete, distributing.
Dan, when you got Equus.N2H2O up, give me a call.
I'm looking at it.
Tab stop 17, we show that valve closed, if that helps you.
That is also what we see, and that's exactly the valve we're looking at. Related to that, question for Jeremy. For the PWD checkout, did you check out the primary first or the secondary first?
And Stan, Jeremy says primary first because he had trouble getting the secondary on, and I'm also ready to take your call.
Copy primary first, we appreciate that. Christina, for the toilet, can you please tell us what the status LED is doing? Or was doing when you saw the fault?
Blinking, wasn't it? It's green, blinking green, wasn't it? Go on, Christina, thought she said, didn't it?
It had been on per normal, and there was good suction, and then it turned off when the fault started blinking.
Blinking, yeah. But,
That's
yeah,
valuable information. Thank you.
it was blinking, I thought it was.
Teams on the ground continuing to troubleshoot the waste management systems aboard Integrity. Now we'll continue to follow the mission here as the 4 astronauts work on the steps to activate some of the systems and prepare for the apogee raise burn. About 3 minutes from now, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll start the press briefing.
Right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's like nearly 1 o'clock in the morning.
You can listen to the Orion
I'm up.
groups and continue
I'm
to
up
cover
at
the mission
fucking
and views
7 o'clock
from
in the
the
morning
solar
for work.
lighting
So
cameras
I'm gonna
Orion.
wrap this up. Thank you for everybody for joining us.
Follow that.
Thank you for the 3 people
our,
in the room watching.
clean live
If
stream,
you go over
also
to the
available at
NASA
NASA's YouTube
stream,
channel.
you can watch it 24/7 for the next 10 days or whatever, whenever you got insomnia. Appreciate everybody. Thank you all for watching. I will be back at some point. I might just go random live at some point if there's anything going on. We get some good watch action or something inside the cabin. I might go live and see. And I think for when they come mission splashdown and back, I'll probably end up going live if it's not some stupid time in the morning. So thank you everybody for joining me. Good fun. That's me, Ronnie, and Reggie signing off, and I will see you next
Mission Control
Tuesday.
Houston, passing 1 hour
Good
and
night.
23 minutes of mission elapsed time into